Hello everyone, welcome back to another video here on the channel, Charles Morris. It's very crazy how there are many crazy people here in the United States, and it's the truth. There are some pretty crazy individuals living here in this country. And not just the United States, but there can also be other people in other countries that are crazy individuals as well. So, the first few crazy people, or, the many crazy people that I know of, are the people that go on Dr. Phil. And I mean, I don't know the name of these kind of people and that stuff, but, the reason why I know these kind of people that go on Dr. Phil is because Dr. Phil interviews some very, very crazy, messed up people who have some very, very messed up thinking. And there's something wrong with their head. They have something wrong with their head. And the top crazy person that I'm going to name, and you're very familiar with the name of the guy who had been elected President of the United States back in 2016, who is now the former 45th President of the United States, and that is Trump. Trump himself is absolutely very crazy. Even for the man who was responsible for ordering his supporters go and attack the Capitol on Capitol Hill here in the United States on January 6th. This guy had some very, very messed up thinking about the 2020 election. And he has claimed that Joe Biden has stolen the election from him. Now that is very, very messed up. Even to think that the Dominion voting systems were messed up, yeah, that's crazy. Maybe that wasn't Trump, but Tucker Carlson sure tried to actually try to prove that there was something wrong with Dominion voting systems. Yeah. Totally insane. So, yeah. There are some very, very crazy, messed up individuals there. Now, I don't know if Tucker Carlson actually really wanted to actually lie on Fox News. That Tucker Carlson came out with an apology saying that he does not like lying. I don't even know if it's true or not. But I think what Rupert Murdoch wanted the anchors on Fox News to actually do is spread lies and misinformation so that the company could benefit from making a bunch of money. I'm sure Rupert Murdoch didn't care about, you know, the truth getting out there. I think all he just cared about was just, you know, benefiting from making a big salary and enjoying the satisfaction of having his Fox News co-workers spreading lies and misinformation just so that Rupert Murdoch could actually make a good salary and good business, when really lying doesn't really do you any good for your company. But I'm not here to be talking about Fox News in this video. What I want to be talking about is there's crazy people here in the United States. Everywhere. Everywhere. And it's not just the United States, but in the whole entire world. The world is full of crazy people. But we have a good number of people here in the United States that are absolutely crazy and have gone completely insane. Now, do I think Joe Biden is crazy as Trump? No. I don't think so. I don't think Joe Biden has much problem with his head as much as Trump does. And besides, Trump's a narcissist, rich businessman, and he's a narcissist, a real insane narcissist that he'll say a lot of crazy things, he'll think a lot of crazy things, and he's the one thing he said, that he's going to promise violence in the United States. Former 45 Donald J. Trump is absolutely crazy, absolutely insane, a total narcissist, and to have this guy reelected in 2024 is a big mistake that people would be making, because back in 2016, probably nobody even figured out that this guy was absolutely crazy. Until, as time went on, from 2016 to 2020, this guy's a racist. This guy wanted to send back one of the congresswomen back to their home country because of the color of her skin. And the Trump supporters have been yelling, "Send her back." Yeah, I'm sure the Trump supporters were pretty crazy, but Trump himself was absolutely one of the most crazy individuals that a lot of people in the United States have had to witness. And I'm sure a lot of the people that voted for Trump back in 2016 realized how much of a big voting mistake it was. To have some kind of crazy, narcissistic, crazy, insane businessman to actually be running the country during that time, meaning the United States. I'm sure a lot of people realize how crazy Trump is. Now, is Joe Biden much of a disaster here running the country? Not so much as Trump. I'm glad that we got somebody that is, running, or let me rephrase that, somebody that is, being president of the United States is absolutely not some kind of crazy, insane individual as Trump is. Now, Joe Biden probably has some things wrong with him. Maybe so. But it's not as bad as Trump. I mean, as you get older, sometimes certain parts of your brain just stop functioning right and you start having some big problems. Now, a lot of people don't want, some people think Joe Biden's not fit to be, they don't think he's fit to be running as President of the United States again because of his old age. Now, I can understand why people would think Joe Biden wouldn't be fit to be running as President of the United States again because of his old age. But I think Joe Biden isn't losing his mind too well. For somebody that's so old, that somebody might look like he's getting close to his 80s or his 90s, or, some old age where parts of their brain just actually stopped functioning and they just don't even know how to be President of the United States anymore properly, and know how to properly run, or keep the know how to keep the country together and not divide it any further like Trump has. I don't even think Joe Biden wants to divide America even further. I don't think so. So even if Joe Biden had been reelected in 2024, I'm sure that... Now, I don't believe that he would be doing something crazy if he'd been reelected. If Trump were reelected in 2024, and yeah, he would do crazy, insane stuff. Because, as we all know, Trump is a narcissist, and Joe Biden doesn't really have a lot of problems like Trump does. Now, does Joe Biden is he probably going to have something wrong with his head as he grows older and that stuff? Maybe. We'd have to see what time says. If Joe Biden was reelected in 2024, honestly, I gotta say, it wouldn't be as bad as Trump being reelected in 2024. Because you're not going to be having, like, some crazy, wacko, narcissist, rich businessman running the country in 2024. In fact, Trump is almost getting ready to be headed off to jail. So that's going to ruin his 2024 re-election. Everybody in the whole entire world almost is going to know exactly how much of a crazy man Trump is. And when there's something wrong with your head, it doesn't have anything to do with politics at all. If there's something wrong with your head, there's no Democrat or Republican debate. Are Republicans, are there crazy Republicans in the Republican Party? Yeah. Are there crazy Democrats in the Democrat Party? Yeah. But does that make them crazy Republicans and Democrats? No, it just makes them crazy individuals in both parties. If you have a Republican that's a crazy person in that party, that just makes them a crazy individual in that party. If there is, pardon me. If there's a crazy Democrat in the Democrat Party, that doesn't make them a crazy Democrat. It just makes them crazy individual in that party. So, for Laura Ingraham to actually for Laura Ingraham to actually say that the Democrats have gone crazy, or that Joe Biden wants to end America. Yeah, that's a little, that is, some pretty, it can kind of be a little untrue. Because why? Joe Biden's not as crazy as to actually end America. Why would somebody think that Joe Biden would want to end America? Or, somebody listening to the Ingraham show on Fox News actually be convinced to actually believe that the Democrats are the ones that are insane here. Like, in my last video, I've been fact-checking Laura Ingraham, and The only people that are going to be completely insane are crazy individuals. It has nothing to do with their party. It has nothing to do with Republican. It has nothing to do with Democrat. It just has to do with how crazy and messed up these individuals' brains are. That's all it is. It has nothing to do with politics. So if Joe Biden were, crazy or insane, that would just make Joe Biden a crazy individual, even though Joe Biden's not as crazy as Trump. Trump is absolutely crazy and insane because he's a narcissist and he's got something wrong with his brain. That's what makes Trump a very, very crazy individual. If there's anybody that's got something wrong with their brain and it's not functioning right, then obviously that person's got something wrong with them. If you have a serious problem with your brain, even if you're a Republican or Democrat, then that means you need some very, very serious help. And you've got some very, very messed up thinking because your brain's not functioning properly, then you may need some serious help. And maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe you're just doing it because of your own political gain. Maybe these Republicans are just doing very, very stupid things because they just want to benefit for their own political gain. And maybe the Democrats are just doing for their own political gains. Or political gains. And who knows? Maybe there are Republican individuals that are crazy people that are insane. Maybe there are Democrats that are completely insane. Could Bernie Sanders actually be somebody that might be an insane individual? I'm not going to say insane Democrat, because I'm just going to say this again. Politics have nothing to do with insane, messed up no-brainers. Okay? If they're no-brainers that have something wrong with their head, then obviously that makes them crazy individuals and they need to seek help. Now, obviously, narcissists don't really want to, get help because they think that everybody's out there to just get them. And that's exactly why Trump would actually start, promising that he's going to be forming some kind of violent mob, because now that he's on trial for a lot of stuff that he's done, he's going to try to, he feels so backed up in a corner that now he's going to try to do something to attack everybody that is attacking him. And when narcissists are backed up into a wall and that stuff, they're going to come out and they're going to try to attack and defend themselves, because a narcissist's brain is wired to think that everybody's out there to get them. That's what's wrong with Trump. That's what's wrong. That is what is wrong with Trump's head. But you think anybody's going to want to actually form a violent mob to, cause some kind of violence to, anybody that, would hold Trump accountable for his actions? You think anybody would actually want to actually form an angry, Trump-looking mob that would actually go out there and, start killing, people that get Trump in trouble for the actions that he performed during his presidency? Do you think anybody's going to want to actually, do stuff for this crazy individual here in the United States? Obviously, a lot of people understand and they have witnessed how crazy Donald J. Trump is. And the term Crazy Don, or let me just add a word to his nickname here, Crazy Insane Don. Yeah, I think that fits in very, very well. He's got something wrong with his brain. And he needs some very, very serious help. I think by the time he gets into his jail cell, I'm sure he'll have plenty of time for thinking. And if he doesn't want to even think about what he's done to this country and that stuff during his time in prison, then he's crazy enough to, not even think about what he's done. He's so crazy. Trump himself, is so crazy that during the time that he's sitting in his jail or prison cell, he would not even think about why he's there. He may not even do that because he thinks that whatever he's done to this country, he would think he'd be in the right. And he'd be thinking that under the Second Amendment that he could do whatever he wants to the U.S. That's how crazy Trump is. Now, Joe Biden, I would not view him as a very, very crazy, insane individual. Now, like I said, politics don't really have anything to do with, crazy individuals. There can be crazy individuals in, again, I want to rephrase that. There could be crazy individuals in both the Democrat and the Republican Party. And either there's crazy individuals in both the Republican and Democrat Party. These individuals could have something wrong with their brain where their brain just stops functioning properly, and people might not start to actually even realize that whoever they voted for, both Democrat and Republican, they may not even understand that if there's something wrong with the person's brain that they actually voted for, they may not even understand that, okay, this individual was a bad choice to elect as president, or, to be governor, or, to be seated in the House of Congress. They may not figure that out until actually they start witnessing how crazy that specific person would be in the near future. It's not easy to recognize how crazy people are going to be in both Republican and Democratic parties, but in the future, voters will be able to witness how bad their brain is in the near future. And that's what I want to actually say. Crazy individuals, well, anybody who votes for anybody in the future in elections, for both midterms and presidential elections, which happen at least every 4 years, you may not be able to witness early how messed up people's brains are. But I'm sure everybody could tell. That in the midterms that Dr. Mehmet Oz probably was, complete crazy. I think he was. I think the John Fetterman Dr. Mehmet Oz debate in the midterms was crazy. In my opinion of Dr. Mehmet Oz was, I didn't really like the guy. And I had my reasons to.